A suspect has been arrested for a rash of bomb threats in Casper. 2 more horses have died at Wyoming Downs Racetrack, and Americans are losing confidence in higher education. Bringing you these stories and more from Wyoming's largest news organization, I'm Wendy Kaur for Cowboy State Daily. Casper police have arrested a suspect in a rash of bomb threats Wednesday that prompted the evacuation of a Casper state government building in the middle of a Wyoming Gaming Commission meeting. Casper police found and arrested a male suspect at about 1:10 p.m., but Cowboy State Daily political reporter Leo Wolfson said the evacuation from the Thyra Thompson building began around 2 hours earlier.
During a special meeting of the Wyoming Gaming Commission, all of a sudden, a notification was sent out that there had been a bomb threat made to the building. There's exactly 12 state agencies that work out of the building, so there's hundreds of people who work there, and they were told they had to evacuate, and they couldn't even stand just outside the building or in the parking lot. They were told they had to totally disperse and go elsewhere.
The building was cleared for re-entry at around 1:30 p.m. Police believe this is an isolated event with a single suspect and no further danger to the community. Americans are losing confidence in higher education. A recent Gallup poll shows a drop in Americans' confidence in higher education from 57% in 2015 to 48% in 2018 and 36% in 2023. Cowboy State Daily's Claire McFarland spoke with the chairs of the Wyoming Legislature's Education Committee, Representative David Northrup, and Harvard-educated Senator Charlie Scott, and each had different takes on why the country's attitudes may be changing.
While Senator Scott said that it was due to a leftist monoculture, Representative Northrup said that there are simply a lot more marketable skills out there. There's a shortage of plumbers sometimes, and electricians and builders.
But Scott added that many community colleges are still doing a good job and providing your money's worth, including in Wyoming. Police are searching for 4 men who stole 7 high-end side-by-sides valued at over $225,000 from an Evanston power sports dealer. Surveillance footage shows the thieves had to make 2 trips to steal the new high-end Polaris RZR side-by-side utility-trained vehicles from Base Camp Evanston. Cowboy State Daily's John Thompson says the footage shows a well-organized, sophisticated band of thieves with a taste for high-dollar merchandise.
They're all the high-end machines, turbocharged and upgraded suspension and all that stuff. And it turns out there'd been about 40 of them stolen in Utah over about the last month. And they think there might be a connection there. The FBI's involved.
Base Camp Evanston owners are offering a $30,000 reward for information leading to the arrest and conviction of the thieves. 2 more horses have died at Wyoming Downs horse racing track in Evanston. That brings the total number of dead horses to 5, all euthanized due to injuries sustained at the Evanston racetrack during the 2023 racing season. Cowboy State Daily's Leo Wolfson said all 5 of the horses were injured either during or immediately after racing.
They still don't know what the exact causes of these injuries are. All 5 of the horses have sustained shoulder injuries, and they have done work to the track itself, refurbishing the dirt. And they also brought on an extra veterinarian to inspect the horses before they race.
Starting Sunday, Wyoming Downs started prohibiting all rookie 2-year-old horses from racing. And managing Wyoming's grizzly bears has come with its challenges, but Montana wildlife officials have a unique quandary: prairie grizzlies. Cowboy State Daily Outdoors reporter Mark Hines spoke to representatives from the Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks Department, who said in some of the northern plains country of Montana, grizzly bears are expanding their range into the prairie country. But he said the bears actually have a history there.
Grizzly bears were originally a prairie species. They occupied nearly all the Great Plains. A lot of people don't realize that. They actually evolved from brown bears on the steppes of Russia. So they are totally suited to life on the Great Plains.
And that's today's news. You can read about all of these stories and more on CowboyStateDaily.com, Wyoming's largest and most read news source. Sign up today for our free daily newsletter and get unlimited access to unrivaled coverage of what's going on in the Cowboy State. I'm Wendy Kaur for Cowboy State Daily.